Hello my amazing sexy mofos, this is your boy Venemie here. I really do hope you're all okay and having an amazing day so far. In today's video I am back with another Forza Horizon 5 drag and tune video for every single one of you. In today's video, the car that we're throwing around today is the Plymouth Barracuda Formula S. This thing is hit or miss, I will say, but before we start, if you are new around here and like what you see, then please do subscribe to join this amazing sexy family. But now let's jump straight into this. Okay, what do I mean by hit or miss? Now, undeniably, this is a beautiful car, I will admit, but it does wheel spin a lot in first and second gear, I will admit. It definitely has a direct effect on track performance, I will say. Without the wheel spin, we could definitely hit some higher figures. But let's not talk about that, let's talk about the upgrades, and then you can judge the footage for yourselves. So for the engine swap, we're going with a big boy engine, 8.9 litre V8, a huge powerful engine. That is what we are going for today. And the drivetrain swap, we want to keep it rear wheel drive. I know that is going to intrigue a few people. This car can wheelie, but we don't want it doing any wheelies today. Now for aero and appearance, you just want to make the car as light as physically possible. Go to the rear bumper, front bumper, hood. Go for the lighter option if you can. For platform and handling, race brakes, you want to go with off-road springs and dampers. Front and rear anti-roll bars, you want to put them onto race. Avoid the roll cage, it adds a little bit too much weight because of the bigger engine as well. It is a little bit heavier. And you also want to go with that race weight reduction kit as well. You want to put that onto race as well. As you can see for yourselves though, I haven't gone with the roll cage. It just puts on too much weight, it affects the car too much. For drivetrain, race, clutch. For transmission, I am going with a race transmission today. I was going to keep it stock, but we're going with race today. Race driveline, and you also want to go with a race differential as well. You don't have any engine parts on this car today because of the engine swap that we did earlier. For the tyres and rims, drag tyre compound, and you want to make the rear tyre width as big as possible. If you can as well, go for a lighter rim set. It'll just help knock off a couple of kilos. It will improve your quarter mile times a little bit just by shedding a little bit of weight. Now, for the tuning, the share code will come after, but for the tuning setup, just pause the video every time I change category. As well, for the big boy tuners, definitely feel free to have a little look at the tune, have a little tweak with it if you want to, have a little fiddle around, because it could definitely be better. It definitely could. It could be a simple problem with the differential, or could just simply lower the differential. It might be that, but this car does pack a punch. It's got a lot of RPM. It does wheel spin a ton in first and second gear. I will say that is the only thing that sets this car back. I will say, if it didn't have as much wheel spin in first and second gear and you could get that traction down straight away, oh yes, this car would blow quite a lot of other cars out the water. It's because you'll notice as well, when this car gets up to third and fourth gear, it's like it's pulling, it's finally getting its traction at third and fourth gear. And you can see the miles per hour limit, you're going up in speed, you're flying, going from, it's like 90 miles an hour, you'll be wheel spinning at 90 miles an hour. Then all of a sudden it will shoot up to 194, 195 just through third and fourth gear, just flying up. That's because in first and second gear it can't get the traction down, so you're sat there essentially just wheel spinning, doing burnouts on the spot. You can, to help this problem, you can heat up your tyres, just do a little bit of a wheel spin at the start, 6 to 7 seconds just to heat up your tyres. That will help traction a little bit. You could also slam the rear if you wanted as well, lower the ride height of the rear, but at the end of the day, this is a powerful car, and we are putting a very powerful engine in it. It does wheel spin first and second gear, but when it eventually does get the traction down, as you can see when I get in the third gear, when we finally get traction, it's proper flying. It really will. It hit all the way up to 190 miles an hour, not a problem. But that first and second gear, the wheel spin, it definitely does. It gives the competition an opportunity to overtake you while you're trying to stabilize your car. So right now, for example, I'm in second gear, just redlining it, my car is just stuck in a non-stop wheel spin right there. Very much like the infamous BMW, when I did my BMW drag videos, the M3 and the M5, the M4 Coupe did it, every single BMW did it. It was called the infamous BMW wheel spin. This car does remind me a little bit of that when you're in first gear trying to get traction down and the car's just non-stop wheel spinning. But not talking about the bad, the good side, let's talk about the good. When it does actually get traction down, this thing flies. It is a really nice car. It looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful. It'd be an amazing cruising car. Might even be able to get a nice drift build out of it. To be fair, when I was first looking at this car, I was more looking at a drift build for it more than a drag build, but it does look absolutely amazing. If someone could tweak the tune and maybe lower first gear, maybe adjust it so more speed, less acceleration on first gear, and change differential, then maybe might be able to control that wheel spin in first and second gear. But let me know what you think of it down in the comment section below. But I'm going to wrap this video up here. I really do hope you're all okay and having an amazing day so far. But I love every single one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video.